Yeah, welcome to round 2 of the Legacy Challenge. So here I played against JPA93. It's a very well known and very good Legacy player, and he usually played Plurite Delver or Sneak and Show in the last weeks. So here I lost the die roll, being on the draw. Should be very bad against both of these decks. So here my starting hand doesn't really have a win. If it's sneak show, I have the option to answer the sneak attack with a Bosé Juice, but yeah, the hand really doesn't do it that much, so it's a mulligan. He mulligans also, so here I have a bit more of action, couple of cradles. I'm just missing my initial mana source, but I have the Once Upon a Time, and I just bottom one of the GS cradles, and I just need to hope that he doesn't counter the Once Upon a Time, or I just find fetchland or a forest from the top of the deck. So here I bottom one of the GS cradles. He plays island and ponder. So here I just try it. I don't give any information, and then I could resolve the Once Upon a Time and have the luck to find the land. Bosé is not really the land I like to open with, but better than nothing. So here I take the Bosé, then I play the Allosaurus Shepherd immediately, so he can't counter anything. So here he uses Grizzlebrand or Show and Tell and brings in Grizzlebrand, but I have the Allosaurus Shepherd and the Avish Visionary here, and then he doesn't draw anything yet, but now I draw the second Glimpse of Nature, and I thought that I can do a setup turn here to improve the chance to play as many elves as possible and improve the chance to be able to win here. There's also maybe the chance that I find a Christ out of that, but here I play one Glimpse, another Glimpse, then the Birchler Rangers, drawing a bunch of cards. Yeah, it's a good Ancestral Recall to have, and here I have a full hand. But if he finds Emrakul next, I'm totally dead here. But he drew 14 cards. Fetched and did cast a Brainstorm and just conceded. So yeah, he didn't find a way to bring in Emrakul into play. Maybe he didn't have an Emrakul, but only Grizzlebrands. Maybe no possible way to bring it into the battlefield. But yeah, very lucky for me to get that game and to have the Allosaurus Shepherd here. And I could attack for at least 25 damage, and so the Grizzlebrand isn't really enough. If he had started with the Emrakul, I would have been dead, so yeah, very good start against Sneak and Show. Then we go to game 2. So here in game 2 I have a good hand with interaction and with encounterability. It's a bit unfortunate to draw the second Dryad Arvo right away, but I start with the Durus here, and then I saw Sneak Attack, Lotus Petal, Abrade, Ancient Tomb, Emrakul, and the Fetchland. So here I can only really take the Sneak Attack. If I had Thoughtseize, probably would have taken the Emrakul here, but here I just can take the Sneak Attack. Then I play a couple of creatures. They answer one with the Abrade, and then they have the second Sneak Attack and an Emrakul. So here I lose my whole board, and then I would would like to progress, but he found a second Emrakul immediately, so didn't really had a chance in this game. So let's go to game 3. Here in game 3, I think it's a very solid hand. I have a discard spell. I have the Virtual Ranger and the Shepherd. I kept in the Collector Oath because I know that his last list didn't really play any Pyroclasms, but an Engineered Explosives. So I wanted to have an additional out. It slows him down with the Four Lotus Petals and with an Engineered Explosives. So not really that bad here. Then I cast the Thoughtseize, and he countered it with pitching a Show and Tell. Could have been that he had another one, or a way to play in turn 1 Emrakul or Griselbrand, but he had the Magus of the Moon there, so he didn't really lock me out because I had my forest. It was very good for me to have the forest. And then I attack first to see what he does. He doesn't really block. And then I play the Shepherd to just disable their counterspells. And they just cast the Semi-Spirit Guide, so they have 4 power on board. And here I play another discard spell, taking the payoff the Griselbrand. Didn't want it to lose against the top deck Sneak and Show later, because there's a chance that Magus of the Moon will remain on the battlefield for a while. And here I block, shouldn't really have done that. I blocked to have to prevent him with the damage. But then the next turn I found the Elvish Reclaimer. And then I thought, okay, now I can block, because with the Reclaimer I have the opportunity to get a Cradle and a Caracas out of the deck. Probably I blocked a bit too early, because I didn't have them active already, but maybe I should have blocked the next turn, not this turn. And then here is all or nothing. Either he has a sneak attack or so, or I can just sacrifice a land and take out the Cradle out of the deck. But he didn't found any action there, so was a bit lucky for me. So in the end, I would say I should have waited a couple of turns more than that, and I could have taken 1 or 2 hits from the Magus of the Moon before I just traded with it.